Today I am coming to you wearing a cap because my hair is too long and I look like a member of the Beatles and I need to hide my shame. So I know it doesn't match what I'm wearing, but we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it because I need to get this video out. I need to get this video filmed. There is something about washing dolls' hair, specifically multiple dolls at once, that when I do it, it just becomes cursed. So I've done 2 previous videos where I've washed multiple dolls' hair at once and they've never come to light because something about it just becomes too much for me. And I have been filming this video for like, I think 2.5 weeks now. This should be easy. I wash dolls' hair all the time. And for some reason, this video, well, I know why this video is taking so long and you will see that. You will see that very soon, why this video is taking so long. Anyway, I don't even know what I've said, so I'm gonna start again. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. And today I'm gonna be doing a doll hair washing video where I'm gonna be, what is going on? Right. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. And today I'm gonna be doing a doll hair washing video, specifically of some of the Bratz that I've bought recently. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that this month, September, is a no-buy for me. So basically this month, I'm just trying to spend more time with the dolls that I haven't really spent time with. So today I'm gonna be washing Fashion Pixies, Lena and Jade, and Scorching, Jade and Chloe. And these girlies have just been sat on my sideboard for weeks, just standing there collecting dust because I still haven't painted my wall. I still haven't put the shelf up. So I just need to get around to doing this because soon I'm gonna have those things done and I'm gonna have lots of dolls that I want to put on display, and I want these girlies to be new and really, really nice looking. As I may have already said, this video took me a really long time to put together when it really shouldn't be that hard. So I filmed this over the space of like 2.5 weeks. So you're gonna see my clothes change, you're gonna see my hair length change, you're gonna see the color of my bed sheets change. Everything is changing because I just don't know how to lock in. So today we're going to be washing their hair and then we're going to be looking at the results, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be chaos. I'm feeling chaotic. I've just drank a coffee. So guys, I don't really know what else to say. So let's get into it. So there's really nothing particularly wrong with these girls. It's just because they're Bratz and they're an MJ product. So naturally their hair was caked in hair gel and they were just crunchy and crispy and had a little bit of dust on from being on the sideboard for a while. So naturally when you're doing a hair restoration, I just took all their clothes off so that they wouldn't get wet. And then I tried to make a special note of how Lena's hairstyle was put together just for the future so that I knew how to do it and it would be super straightforward. And you'll see how that turns out later on in the video. So what I usually do with MJ products, because of the hair gel, is I get the hair nice and wet and then I use a hand soap. So once I've done that with all the dolls and I've massaged the soap into the hair, I just let them sit for a little while just to try and help it cut through all of the hair gel so that when I wash it out, it's all gone. After which I just really quickly shampooed it and then just put some conditioner in, and then it was time to detangle. So this is really straightforward. I feel like with nylon, detangling is super easy, especially when it's just out the box. But I just feel like nylon has this extra like slippery kind of texture to it. So when it has conditioner in the hair, I just feel like you can just detangle it really quickly. I look so funny with my knees up. Do not go back and look at that because I look so weird with my knees up. Right, so we are back and it's time to get hairstyling these girlies. So I've made the executive decision that I'm going to start with Lena because her hair I think is going to be the thing that gives me the most struggle. So I'm going to do her first and I'm going to go backwards. So I'm going to do the difficult thing first and then go to Jade, who isn't particularly difficult, and then I'm going to do the Scorching girls just because I think that makes sense. So I'll get the stressful, difficult bit out of the way, and then basically once I've got out of the way, everything else is plain sailing. So her hair is actually washed quite nicely. It is quite poofy at the end, so I think she's going to require a little bit of a boil wash just to straighten that out and make it look better. But I'm going to do that once the hair is styled so that the ponytail is nice and flat. But can we take a second to look at her? Literally, Lena with her hair down looked so good. This hair blend, I know it's really simple, just black and red, but she looked so good. Now, I think I've done enough procrastinating. I think it's time for me to get to work on her hair. So wish me luck. I think this is going to take a little bit of a while, but I've got a couple of things with me to hopefully help. So I've brought spray bottle just in case I need something to kind of like make the hair stick together a little bit, which isn't hair gel. I've got my comb and I've got some pins as well to just separate the hair sections and stuff. So with all that out the way, I think it's time that I get to styling Lena's hair. Right, so I've sectioned all of Lena's hair, and basically what I want to do for science, for anybody that might be wanting to put her hair back into her factory style, I'll just kind of show you what I've done so that basically her hair is in the right places to be able to make the original hairstyle. So what I've done is section her middle parting all the way down here and then to the middle of her like front hairline is all one section. And basically what's going to happen is the black hair at the back that's all nice and long is going to get pulled up into a high ponytail. And these two sections on either side are going to get snatched up into the ponytail as well. So that will pull the hair back. And then the other sections are the bottom half of her hairline and then just to behind her ears. They're going to be the pieces which get snatched and pulled to the opposite side and twisted and then go around the ponytail. So yeah, that took me quite a while. She looks so gorgeous with her hair down, but like I want to have her in her original hairstyle, but she's just got so much hair. So if you're doing this, good luck. Your mental fortitude will be severely tested. Yeah, so now it's time for me to try my luck at putting her back into her factory hairstyle. So here we go. So midway check-in, I'm currently sat in front of a window that I am really contemplating jumping out of because this hairstyle is so difficult to do. Like, I'm such a perfectionist. Like, oh my god, guys, this is so frustrating. I want her in her factory hairstyle and like it's just pulling this back without it getting all lumpy and bumpy. Like I don't know how to do it. Oh, I am so close to just like giving up. Somebody help me. I just want to take a couple of seconds to talk about this process. These are my reaction to just finishing this hairstyle. You will see later, I almost sold my whole collection, bought a car and drove to the airport, moved to a different country, changed my name, and vanished from the face of the earth. This was probably the most stressful experience doing a doll's hairstyle, and you know what? I am a perfectionist and it's okay, but I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. It was about a minute after I finished filming this that I was gently just tidying up the sides of the hair with a comb, at which point I dropped Lena with the comb in her hair and ragged out a huge section of it. Well, I was in such a state of shock, I completely blacked out. I can't remember a thing. It wasn't until later, when I was washing the blood off my hands, I even knew she was dead. So unfortunately, I did have to do the hairstyle again on a different day with renewed mental stability and a lot of hope. Right, so it is a new day. I am feeling much more mentally stable. I'm gonna finish Lena's hair. I'm gonna do the other girl's hair. I'm gonna watch some YouTube. I'm gonna drink my cup of tea, and everything will be at peace and one with the world and the universe. So wish me luck. Right, now that is all out the way, it's time to take a look at the results. So I'm going to start with the Scorching girlies because their hair was kind of like the easiest to do. So let's get into it. So first of all, I'm just going to show you Chloe, and she's turned out so good. I just love this line. The more time I spent with these dolls, the more that I just love Scorching. Like, it's such a great line. Super simple, but executed so well. And my only criticism really from doing these two dolls really is just that I wish that they didn't have a Hime cut. I don't know what it is about it. I find it really annoying. Like with Chloe, I mean, you can see when she's just standing there, you can see the cuts, you can see where the hair is like segmented, but it's so hard to separate those things and like style it and kind of like show off the Hime cut. I've kind of just gone and tried to blend it in a bit. So it is still there, you still can see it, but it's not really like blunt and really obvious that there's like a separation between the two. I just really think this is such a strong doll. I love how soft the nylon is, honestly, like just so silky soft, so nice, so much movement, just a gorgeous doll. And the hair's turned out great. Her face is just so stunning. I just love this line, and I'm just gonna keep saying that I love this line because guess what? It's true. And next up is Just Jade, and I adore this doll so much. She's hands down my favourite of the two, and I don't know if that's going to change when I get Sasha. And I don't know if that's going to change when I get Sasha and Yasmin. I feel like Jade's hair is like infinitely softer than Chloe's, and I didn't do anything different with those two. And I've tried to kind of blend in the Hime with this doll. It looks quite good. You can't really see it, and I kind of like that. I do kind of wish that they'd just given them long hair. It just would have been easier to style if I wanted to change the style, and it would have just kind of like made the whole process like super simple. But her hair has turned out so silky soft. There's so much movement. This is just such a strong doll, and the fact that I paid $14.99 for this doll, I'm just so impressed. I just love this line, honestly guys, like obsessed. And I feel like I might want to get another one. which I don't really do. I don't really buy doubles. But yeah, what a great doll. Honestly, Scorching, love them, love them, love them. And I can't wait to get Yasmin and Sasha, whenever that may be. So the Scorching girlies turned out great. Don't really know what else I can say, but yeah, they turned out amazing. And yeah, they're ready for display. So next up is Fashion Pixies Jade, and she's turned out really, really nice. I don't usually restyle dolls' hair away from the factory style. Now this isn't really that different, but I thought that lowering the ponytail actually looks better in my opinion. I feel like this hairstyle is very like elven, very like Lord of the Rings, and I kind of like think it is more mystical than the hairstyle that she originally had. I really love this doll. Her hair is super silky soft. Love, 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 love nylon hair so much. She's turned out really lovely, and I just kind of like the fact that I've, just by amending the hairstyle just a little bit, I feel like she's turned out more of like an elven-y, like mystical fairy princess kind of vibe, and I just love this doll so much. She's so stunning, so stunning, and her outfit's amazing, and yeah, just a great doll, and she's turned out really good, and she was really easy to style. And finally, we're going to take a little look at Fashion Pixies Lena. Now, I do not know where to start with this doll, because this was genuinely probably the hardest hairstyle that I ever had to do. And when you look at it, it doesn't even look like it's that hard, but it was. There was so much to this hairstyle that I didn't originally anticipate, like having to section off all the hair, having to keep it all flat so that there's no flyaways. But she's turned out really gorgeous. I think this almost mentally broke me doing this hairstyle, and I never want to do it again. I'm probably never going to do it again, and I'm really happy about that. The only criticism I really have, well, I've got two. So first of all, I kind of wish that I'd made the ponytail just a bit higher. I think originally her ponytail was a bit more forward, so it had more of like a bump here, but it's not the worst thing in the world, and it's turned out nice. And honestly, I'm actually really impressed with how I've done this. There was a lot of hair gel involved in this, and usually I don't use it, but it was the only way that I could really achieve this without jumping out of a window. So I needed to use it, and it's turned out really good. The other criticism I would say is, this isn't all my own fault. This is nothing to do with how the doll was made, but I've managed to like really fry the ends of her hair. It's my own fault because I was brushing her hair so much, and I was brushing it dry. There was no conditioner or whatever, obviously, when I was styling it. And I think by doing that a lot, I've managed to like fry and frizz and dry out the ends of the hair, which isn't great. I have actually given it a bit of a trim, like really minorly, and it's turned out nicer. But I would have liked, at least from the front, you can kind of see like her hair is quite wild at the back. It doesn't look super obvious, but I would have liked it if it had just been like really silky straight up and down. And obviously it sticks out a bit because of the poofiness and the dryness. But apart from that, this doll is just the one. Like honestly, like, she's a dark fairy. This whole situation was cursed. This whole hairstyle was the reason this video took so long, because I just didn't have the mental fortitude to spend any more time. I had to take a break. Like, this frustrated me so much that I was like, I need to log off. I need to walk away from this doll. And yeah, I probably am going to get another one of her just so that I have one that I can play with and not feel so perfectionistic about, because now that I've done this doll's hair, this doll is cursed, I just have to say, because after doing this hair, I've dropped her like 3 or 4 times, and we've got some flyaways, and you know what? I'm never going back to that hairstyle again. So she's just gonna have to have flyaways, and maybe I'll use some hair gel and keep it down again. But despite all that, I do really love this doll. Like, there's just something about the edgy, witchy, gothy style that I'm just obsessed with, and she's just great. Just 10 out of 10 out of 10. I do want to customize her a little bit. I want to give her a choker and some gloves. So we're gonna keep that at the back of our head, because that's definitely something that I want to do. But for now, I'm actually pretty impressed with how I managed to bring her hair style back to life. It's not exactly the same. The twists were kind of driving me mad, so I've kind of just like, rather than twisting the ends, I've just let it be flat, but it looks great. She looks amazing. She is still hands down my favorite fashion pixie, and yeah, love this doll. Love her so much. She's just so good. I don't really have much else to say, so that is it for today's video. Let me know down below which ones you think turned out the best from today's video. I would say that my favourites are definitely Lena and Scorching Jade. I just love these girls so much. These are some of my favourite dolls that I've got all year, like genuinely, like specifically with her, have not been able to put her down. I just enjoy holding her and spinning her hair around and feeling it, and I just love this doll. I just love this doll so much. And Lena is just that girl. She is so my aesthetic, so witchy, so dark fairy, so gothy, just, oh, love them, love them. These two dolls kind of like both exist in the same kind of like universe for me, but display it differently. They're both edgy, they're both fierce, they're both severe. This one's just more fantastical and this one's more futuristic, and I just love them so much. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. Let me know which one was your favorite from this restoration. Do you have any of these dolls? Has anyone tried to redo her hairstyle? Because if you were thinking about it, just don't. Genuinely, like, do something else with your time. Because this almost sent me into a mental spiral. Anyway, that's it for today's video. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.